The opposition is demanding a please explain from Treasury after it proposed alternative costs for one of the coalition's signature policies. Let's get the latest from Cameron Redden. Cam, so they've now had a response. There's a read part of it out there from the head of the Treasury. So just elaborate on that if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we revealed this on Sky News yesterday, Pete, that Angus Taylor, the Shadow Treasurer, wrote a furious letter to the head of the Treasury, Stephen Kennedy, about these numbers, two competing sets of figures about the Coalition's signature small business policy and how much it would cost. The Coalition says the Parliamentary Budget Office has priced it at $125 million a year. Treasury's figures, as asked by Jim Chalmers to model them, came in at $1.6 billion, more than 10 times that. Well, following that letter from Angus Taylor yesterday, he's within 24 hours received a response. Sky News has received and obtained a copy of this exclusively from Stephen Kennedy back to Angus Taylor, and we can show you some of what it says, rejecting the suggestion that there has been a politicisation of the Treasury Department for Labor's benefit. It says in part, this letter, a costing was received by email from the Treasurer's office on Wednesday, 29th of January. The request specified policy parameters that would then go on and be costed. This letter from Dr. Kennedy to Angus Taylor goes on to say that a costing of this type necessarily underpinned by a range of assumptions. Treasury used its usual costing methods. It adds at the end that Treasury's role is to provide costings of possible policy proposals when requested by the government of the day. We will not cost a policy that is specified as a policy of another political party. The letter, Pete, goes on to say an assurance from the Treasury Secretary there has been no politicisation here, that it's all been professional, it's been in accordance with the rules. And of course, the government's argument here, Pete, is that they didn't get the coalition policy and send it to Treasury. They put forward a hypothetical policy with the known parameters that are publicly. So perhaps we're wading through the weeds there, but you can see now a pretty tense response there, or an exchange between the Shadow Treasurer and the Treasury Secretary. We, of course, don't have the full nuts and bolts of that coalition costing.
So that story's continuing to rumble on, and it will today. Thanks for jumping up and explaining that, Cam. Appreciate it.